Hello, my beautiful people. Happy 4th of July. I hope you all are enjoying time with your family, with your friends, and just having a blast, whatever you're doing with your children. I am pretty much chilling today. I cooked dinner, and after I cooked dinner, kind of just chilled at the house. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't, do anything special. We just really wanted to chill at home. So that's what we did today. And we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Taking you guys again with me as I'm walking. Got some good news. I went to the doctor last week. It was my post surgery visit, and got on the scale, and I lost a few pounds, y'all. Woo, woo, woo. I lost a few pounds, and so I was like, oh, I'm excited about that. So I said, I gotta keep going, keep going, keep going, keep walking, keep talking with you guys, because I enjoy it so much. um Today, actually, my knee is bothering me a little bit. I was like, oh, well, I'm still going to get out here. Not going to walk as long, but I'm still going to walk. So, briefly, my thoughts have been today. Actually, let me ask you a question. This is the question that I've been thinking, that's been on my mind. That question is, what's the difference between giftings, talents, and callings? Giftings, talents, and callings. What is the difference? I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to hear your opinions about that. What do you feel or think or want to express? What are the difference between gifts, callings? What did I say, you guys? Gift, callings, and talents. Sorry, brain went left. So, yeah. So my thoughts, I'll give you my thoughts. Talent is something that you study for. You get skilled in. A talent is something that you get skilled in and you perfect it. For example, hey, say you said, I want to be a singer. You might not be great starting out, but you get the proper training and you realize, hey, I'm good at this. Yeah, I can make a career out of it, or acting the same. If you're not a good, I'm not gonna say you. I would say you go and get trained. You go to acting school, performing arts school, and you get trained in those different areas, and then you've developed a talent for it. A talent for it. It's like the talent is something you really work for. You work for it. But like, oh, you're talented. You're talented. It's something that you gained a skill in to become talented. And this is just my opinions, guys. This is nothing that, just giving my opinion. I haven't actually studied to know the difference, but I am going to study and read into it. But this was just some thoughts today that was on the top of my head. So giftings, I believe, is something that you're born with. It's just, you don't have to go to school for it. It's just something that you have and you do easily without having to obtain the skill for it or do any of those things. You're just gifted. It just flows from you naturally and easy. The other is a calling. What is a calling? Calling is something that is given to you by God. God has called you to an area. He's called you to a specific thing. God has called you. And once God calls you, he graces you to it. Okay? So these thoughts today were, man, my mind just went vast when I was started to think. I'm like, man, okay, so it's a fine line. It's real a fine line between the talents, the gifts, and the callings. Calling is given is areas that are given to you by God, and you don't have to necessarily work for it. There are some children that are gifted in school. They don't have to do a whole lot of studying because they're gifted in that area. They're just gifted. They're just gifted. And then with the talents, you got to work a little bit harder to gain the skill set for that particular thing that you're learning and doing. But a gift is something that's given from God. So I wanted to expand even more with the gifts and the callings. I want to say that with the calling, there is grace. God gives you grace with the calling. Grace to get the job done. Wherever God has called you, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, God gives you the grace to do it. So when I was thinking, I began to think about working in your grace, or work your grace. Question, do you know what you've been graced to do? Do you know the area that God has graced you? If you don't know, talk to God and ask him, what am I graced to do? What is my gift? What have you called me to? One of the ways I can just give share my little personal testimony. Singing is something a gifting that God gave me. It was just a gift. Singing I've been singing all my life. I didn't have to learn how, quote unquote, of course, you need to sharpen what God gives you. But it wasn't even, for me, singing, God just gave me a gift to do it. And I enjoy it. I'm not going to say, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, some people, like especially in singing or performing arts, if that is a passion, if singing is a passion, you sharpen your craft, you go hard. Singing necessarily for me, I'm not going to say it's a passion, but I know I have a gift there. I know that I have a gift there. My passion is I sing because I love God. I enjoy singing, but some have like a passion. They it's like that's they want their career to be singing. Am I graced in that area? I believe so. I'm graced. Yes. I definitely believe that. But have I fully maximized it? Not yet. Will I? We'll see. But definitely God has graced me in singing, and I discovered some years ago by the help of the Holy Spirit, because I inquired. That's what say, learn what your grace is. Learn the gift, the calling that you have. About 5 years ago, the Lord spoke to my heart to start an organization called Intentionally Created Unique. I inquired of the Lord. Okay, let me go back. I inquired of the Lord. I said, Lord, what is my purpose? Like, what have you called me to do? What have you put me on this earth to do? And the Lord shared with me. He said, I need you to realize that you're intentionally created unique. This is what the Lord spoke to me. He said that you're intentionally created unique, and I'm rejoicing and crying at the same time. Like, Lord, yes, I am. But it was more to that. He was like, yes, you are intentionally created unique, but I need you to pour into other women to help them to realize that they're fearfully and wonderfully made, to help them to unlock the greatness that's inside of them. I've chose you to do that. I was like, oh, wow, God. I never, that just, I was surprised. Other people might say, I wasn't surprised that God would choose you to lead an organization or to start an organization encouraging women, to be great, encouraging women to be all that God has called them to be. But me, never saw myself in that light. But when I inquired of God and I asked him, he shared it. He told me, he let me know, this is what I called you to. And I stepped out there. I didn't know where to begin, okay? But I inquired and I asked God, I said, Lord, I need you to lead and guide me. If this is what you've called me to, lead and guide me and help me. And sure enough, God led and guide. He ordered my steps, placed people in my life to help me and to assist me. And wow, it's been great. It's been a great journey. Have I been challenged? Yes. Have I felt like, God, you chose the wrong person for this? I don't know enough. I was using all the excuses I could use to kind of, say, God, but Lord said, no, it's you. And so, as I began to follow God and his leadings in starting the organization and things, God began to give me the vision. He gave me the vision. And man, it's been a blessing to me. It's been a blessing to my life, y'all. Wow. It has strengthened me. It has challenged me. It's done a whole lot in my life. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to serve in this capacity. So after a few years that I was, working the organization, the Lord challenged me again. And I was like, Lord, not so, Lord. I'm just getting my feet wet, trying, to follow your instructions with this organization that you've entrusted me with, okay? And once again, he spoke and said, I need you to start a mentoring program for young ladies, 12 to 18. Y'all, I immediately said, Father, no, Father, I'm not the one, Father. Immediately I did that. And immediately God convicted my heart. He said, you are the one for it. You are the one. I said, Lord, there's many mentor programs. I was giving all the excuses that I could possibly give. But no, the Lord said, you're the one. You're who I've chosen. And so the Lord, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, these bugs, I'm about to go in the house. I can't do bugs. So the Lord gave me vision with that, with the mentor program. And the mentor program is called I Matter. The Lord just began to download and say, these girls need to know that they matter, that they're important to me. And so started the program, and it's been a blessing, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't even see my life without this program and the beautiful young ladies that's in this program. Man, and I said all of that to say, whatever God has called you to, he'll grace you for it. Even when you don't even feel like you can do it, or just you don't feel enough, or whatever it is. But when God gives you something or tell you to do something, he will grace you for it. You might not know or have even thought that you will be doing what you're doing now. When God has graced you, man, you can be having the toughest time. But when you start walking in that grace, it's like something energizes you and bring life out of you. So I'm just encouraging you all to walk in your grace. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, because what they're doing is their grace. What they're doing is their grace. Don't look at them and say, ooh, man, they are really awesome and amazing. Oh, they can sing. Ooh, beautiful voice, And you might be able to sing too. But is that your grace? Hey, real talk. Real talk. So work your grace where God has called you. Because that's where you'll have and get more fruit from it, when it is your grace and when God has blessed you and anointed you to do it. And another thing with me is, I didn't see myself doing it, but I obeyed and I did it. And then later on, others confirmed, like, Sala, this is so your grace. This is your grace. This is what God has called you to. So obedience, being obedient first, even when you don't see it, when you don't understand it, like, God, why are you telling me to do this? And all these excuses we give, go ahead on and do it. And watch God. Watch him. Watch him bless you beyond what you could ever imagine or ever think. I love y'all. And I'll be talking to y'all soon. Deuces. Love y'all.